Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zaria, if you didn't already know. And hi, welcome to my channel. Like I said, today's video is day 3 of the Get Ready for Change challenge. And guess what? I'm doing part of my Get Ready for Change, like one of my little actions that I'm supposed to do every single day. I'm doing it right now, and I'm doing another one right now on the video. So 2 birds, 1 stone, okay? I'm gonna try to hit, sometimes I actually do three birds, 1 stone on accident, kinda, cause like, well, not with this challenge, I haven't yet, but I'll show you 3 birds, 1 stone one day, okay? So, yeah, today's video topics are really, make sure you've watched days 1 and 2 before this, because if you don't, it is going to be a little confusing, because we're really building on all of the resources and topics that are discussed every single day. So make sure you go 1, 2, 3 and not 3, 2, 1 or 3, 1, 2 or 2, 1, 3. Make sure you go 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So I just want to start off with your skill. And I know we still haven't gotten to it yet. And there is a reason, because I want you guys to really dive deep into skill after you know everything about what you want for your life and yourself in the first place, because you don't know what skill it is that you might want to hone in on or develop more unless you know where you're going and where you are and what's lacking with the in-between. So we're still at where are you? I know it seems like, why is this challenge like taking so long? Maybe it's a little repetitive, but no, it's not. We're going somewhere and there's steps to be taken, and it's in this order for a reason, and we're definitely going to dive more into those reasons as we dive more into each video, because I don't want you to be completely overwhelmed immediately with like 7 different things you're supposed to do with one worksheet. There's a runner passing, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed with 7 different things to do for one worksheet immediately. I want you to just start off with answering the questions, and then we'll go back and answer the questions, and then add another question, which is why? Like, why? Like, huh? And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna add another element, which is, you know, we've asked the question, we said why to our answer to the question. Now we're gonna be like, okay, what does this like really mean for my life in the now? Like, how does this actually manifest itself? So, you know, it's gonna take a while, but we're gonna get there, and I want this to really actually guide you. I don't want it to just be another challenge that's kind of like surface level, but doesn't really help you with knowing how to do something, you know, like, because I feel like people tell you what to do. Sometimes they even tell you why to do it, but they don't tell you how to really do something and get down to the details and make sure that it's completely accessible to you, the person, the viewer, you know? So, yeah. Okay. But let me go ahead and start with the topic of my skill, which is discipline. I'm honing in on discipline and consistency. And then I'm doing that so that I can honestly develop more self-love, self-compassion, more self-belief, more self-trust with myself. And I feel like discipline and consistency can help me do that, because it can help me show myself certain things about myself. Like, it can help me shed light on, you know, different aspects of myself. It can help me really just understand myself. And I didn't realize walking and talking was a lot, but I needed to do this anyways, like walk and talk. I need to work on the breath control. Oh, I have to pee, y'all. Okay. So question number 1, make SMART goals for all aspects of your life. Like I said, if you still haven't seen video number 2 at this point, pause right now and go watch that video, because the aspects of your life, that was a question we answered yesterday, and you have to have that question answered in order to answer this question. So here we go. SMART goals. SMART goals really just mean it's an easier way to come up with goals that make sure that you can actually reach them and attain them, and it's not just fluff dreams you put out into the air. So SMART is an acronym, and it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-based. So that's what SMART stands for, and I'm going to use the aspect of my life of fitness and career to sort of like explain these to you guys and really give a good example, because I feel like fitness is kind of something that generally everybody's had the goal of before, especially New Year's goal. Like we've all wanted to do something with our fitness for New Year's or our health. So I need to take a breath in a second while I talk to y'all, because I'm also trying not to pee on myself, because I didn't realize I had to pee again. So let me pause the video while I head to the bathroom, and I'll be back. I was able to hold it long enough, so I'm gonna finish talking about my SMART goals. Hopefully by the time I get to the bathroom, I'll have finished question 1. So fitness, let's say you wanna better your fitness, and you're like, okay, what's a SMART goal? I can come up with that. It has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be relevant, it has to be time-based. So let's say that most people want to lose weight. So you want to lose weight. Okay, you need to be specific. How much weight are you going to lose? You're going to lose 20 pounds. Okay, how long are you going to give yourself to do it? It has to be time specific. So how much time are you going to give yourself to do this goal? You're going to give yourself, 2, 3, 4 months? How long is this supposed to be? You're going to give yourself 6 months. So you have 6 months to lose 20 pounds. Okay. It's measurable. You just get on the scale and time passes. You can see a calendar. Achievable, that's something you could do. You make sure that it's not, 20 pounds in a week. Like that's not achievable, it. So make sure, if it's something health-based too, you talk to your doctor and figure out what is actually achievable. Because you don't know the bounds of the human body, and sometimes we love to push the bounds of the human body. So check with your doctor and make sure that, if you're doing something that impacts your physical or mental or emotional health, you're making sure it's achievable and it's not detrimental to you. And don't do that. Okay. So, actually, I want to talk about relationship with self, because that's something for me that I put down as a specific aspect for my life that I want to pour more attention into. And I've said that my SMART goal for my relationship with myself is to know, feel, and be who I am, what I stand for, who I want to become, how I want to exist in the world. So I didn't really fledge it out all the way, because I can be more specific. Time-based, I've honestly said these are the things, this is how I'm coming up with my yearly goals. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, I keep saying this is getting ready for change, like this is doing the prep before the work. So next year, this is really what we're gearing up for. We're gearing up for a year of changing your life all the way around. Okay? So 30 days to get ready to change your life for a year. All right? I just also want to make that clear because this is the commitment. You can just do the 30-day challenge, see how you feel after, do whatever. But that's the point of the challenge for me. I started the 30 days so that we can do a year. And, that's what it is. So the timeline is a year. For me, it's measurable because I journal every single day. That's kind of what I've been doing to help measure this for myself. I have a feelings meter. I know where I feel my feelings in my body. It's measurable for myself. So achievable. I think that we change a lot every single day, every single year, every single month. So I'm obviously going to change and be a different person, and it won't be true anymore. But I do think it's achievable to know these things about myself in a year, because I already do know most of them. So, yeah. Okay. And then relevant, that's definitely relevant to the task and relevant to the aspect of life. So, yeah. And I can write it out as a full sentence to be more specific. Okay. One moment and we'll do question number 2. Okay, so I had to come in my car because I saw that my phone was 2%. I had charged it up to 60, so I don't know what happened. But here we are. Okay. Question number 2. Why am I pledging to complete this challenge? So this answer, I've been saying repeatedly, these answers are subjective. They're going to be very different for everybody. Maybe some people might have the same answers, but your answer is probably going to be different than somebody else's. So my answer to this question, I will give you time to pause if you want to make sure that you answer your question before you hear mine, because I do know that these videos are definitely made for people who are dealing with, learning to trust themselves more and their own opinions and their own thoughts. So definitely pause and give yourself time to answer this question before I give my answer if you need it. Did you pause? Okay, I'm paused. Okay. All right. So my answer to number 2, why am I pledging to complete this challenge? To get myself into the inertia of who I'm becoming. 1. 2, to highlight and expedite what I know about myself and how my ego keeps me from winning. Okay. 3, to gain some clarity and responsibility before going into the new year. Okay, so that's that was my answer. And my comfort levels before, I did my scale of 0 to 100 today because I kind of really felt the double digits. Okay, I wasn't really needing decimals today, but I was feeling double digits. And then, so before I put 60, and then after I put 40. And I'll explain my feelings because I wrote it down in the feelings section why my feelings were doing that. So that was before and after answering the questions. That was my comfort level. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my comfort level before and after reading the questions. Okay. So, number 3. Let's go ahead and answer number 3. What do I want to accomplish with this challenge? Okay. What do I want to accomplish with this challenge? What is my end goal? What am I trying to, what is the results that I'm looking for, if any, right? So I said, I want to give myself confidence in the fact that I can do and be what I say I will do and be, and that thing can fulfill my purpose, bring me peace, and allow me freedom, right? So I don't know about anybody else, but it sounds so simple to be able to have all those things like wrapped up in one gift, but like I'm feeling like I'm needing a tree with a bunch of different types of gifts under it for my life to be fulfilled, you know? And I don't know, am I the only one? Does that even make any sense? I don't know. Anyways, okay. Number 4, and pause, like I said, pause if you need time. Today's questions of the day there are 5 questions. So yeah. Number 4, how will I know I succeeded at this challenge? I have, I'm sorry. Did y'all need to pause? Okay. For me, I'll know I've succeeded at this challenge if I've made moves to launch certain projects of mine and made moves to provide myself certain stability and longevity in life. Like, that's how I'll know when I've succeeded at this challenge, if I've actually started becoming the person that I'm trying to become. Like, that's what I think succeeding at this challenge will mean. Okay, number 5. How will I award myself for completing this challenge? Okay, I gave myself like 4 different types of goals. One goal that was more like YouTube video based, because that's really like, that's part of the challenge for me too, putting out 30 YouTube videos, 30 in a day, like 30 days in a row for 30 days. One video a day for 30 days in a row. That's also a challenge for me. So I said putting out a celebration video. That category is kind of specific, but the other 3 categories that I feel like everyone could benefit from is a short-term reward, so something that you can do literally right after you complete the challenge, so literally day 31. And for me, that was a break, and I'm gonna map out how long that break is gonna be. And as we go through this challenge, we're going to fledge out details more and more. But yeah, if you need to fledge out more details now, you can flip over the paper. You can get a journal. I would suggest getting a notebook for this challenge if you need one, and then going from there. Okay. Ooh, that felt a little weird. There was a lady getting out of her car. I have my windows down, and she just heard me doing my whole thing. She just saw the whole thing, and I heard her getting her stuff. Anyways, I said something, a physical thing, and so a physical short-term gift you can get yourself immediately after the challenge is done, and a like non-physical thing you can get yourself after the challenge is done. So for me, the non-physical thing was a break, and I'm probably gonna give myself like a whole little like mental check spa treat. I'm probably gonna give myself a whole little like mental health spa treatment sort of situation. And then my tangible thing is a gift box or bag, because I like to put together little gift bags for myself and then set them aside and kind of forget about them, and I forget what's in them. I forget I even have it. So it feels like a wondrous surprise. Like, it feels like if you were in a relationship and your partner got you a random gift after work that you didn't even know you were gonna get. Like, that's what it feels like. So I like to do that. I'm probably gonna do that over the course of December. Just put together a gift bag. So that's also an idea if you want to like put together a gift bag. And also at the end of every week, I'll put out 2 videos on the 7th day of every week, basically. And the second video is going to just like break down the whole week one more time. Just really get the whole week broken down, do a check-in, and make sure that everybody knows, you know, what's going on. What do we do this week? What other things can, like, you figure out the details of more so that you know more about yourself, and what can you do with this knowledge? Like, so yeah, at the end of every week, I'll be doing that. So if it feels like, I thought you said this was going to be digestible and we're already still doing a lot, we're going to make it even more digestible. And like I said, this is really the prep for a year. So this is just the prep. Imagine this as the dicing station, the sauce station, the what's the other things in the stations? The meat searing station. Imagine these as different prep stations in a kitchen, okay? And all of the aspects are gonna need to get talked about, and all of the aspects have something that they need prepped, but that doesn't mean we're gonna do them all the way. So that's what the first 30 days is, prep. And then the year to come, 2024, that's the year I'm making this for, 2024. But if you're watching this in a different year, then that year too. So whatever year you're watching this year in, the next year of your life is really what this is for, and when we're gonna dive deeper into it. And the week, like, breakdown it'll be given now, and it's also gonna be, what is that? Okay, it'll be given now, and it's also gonna be given over and over again, but with more and more detail each time, and with more and more background and things that go behind it to really accentuate what's going on here, you know? Okay. So I went on a little tangent there, but back to the rewards, the awards that you should award yourself or can award yourself. I thought that you should also give yourself a long-term goal for completing this challenge, because it was a very strenuous challenge, no matter how short or long it was. It's at least 30 days. I highly do not recommend completing it in less than 30 days. I honestly recommend completing it in more like 45, 60. Like, give yourself brain breaks and give yourself time to process as much as you need. No one is going to complete this in the same amount of time. I feel like 30 days is kind of fast for me. What is that? Okay. It was a bug. 30 days is kind of fast for me, but honestly, I'm doing the 30 days so that I force myself to get into the groove of something really fast and really consistently, so that when I slow down to the pace that I actually want, it feels like a breeze. So it's also kind of a mind trick for me to do this challenge in 30 days so that my year feels extra breezy. So that's also a reason that I'm like, this challenge is 30 days. Okay, so how will I award myself for completing this challenge? Number 5. So I decided to give myself a non-physical short-term gift, a physical short-term gift, and a long-term gift. And then I also decided to give myself just a sort of other gift that I just know I'm gonna like, and it's just gonna be great, and it's not gonna cost me anything. And it doesn't matter when I do it, but it's probably gonna be like in between the short-term and the long-term gifts. So, okay. If you need a little bit of examples, continue to watch. But if you'd like to write down some ideas of your own before hearing the examples, then go ahead and pause. Okay. So for my short-term tangible gift, which is something physical, I decided to give myself a gift box or a bag, because I really like to actually do that a lot. I like to buy random things, put it together in a box or a bag, sit it aside somewhere and forget about it for a while, and then I come back and I find it later, and it's like a little surprise gift. It's like if you had a spouse and they gave you a surprise gift after work or something. It's just like that. It feels wonderful. It feels wondrous. So I like to do that. So I'll probably do that over the course of December, gather things to put into that bag, and then January I'll open it for myself. And there's my short-term tangible gift. My short-term intangible gift is going to be a break, and I'll probably make it for like at least like 10 days, because I'll be doing this every single day, and I'm really only planning on uploading twice a month after this. And I'll probably have my 2 videos for January batched before January even starts. So I'll probably just take like a 2-week break and then make sure that for other social media and stuff I'm just back up or something. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break on this. Not a break on like the other things that the skills and the habits that I've been building over the course of the 30 days. So my daily reset, that's one of the activities that I have to do every day. My daily walk, that's one of the activities that I have to do every day. I will not stop those, but the daily YouTube videos, because that's the specific to this time I'm doing the challenge, because I honestly foresee myself doing this challenge a lot of times. The YouTube video every day is something specific to me doing this challenge at this time, this era in my life. So that's gonna get dropped in the new year, but the other two won't. And yeah, and then the long-term gift, the long-term reward I have for myself, I wanted to do like a little trip for myself, like a YouTuber trip, like a trip where I specifically go for YouTube content or like for Instagram content or something like that. Like I want to plan a trip like that, a business trip for YouTube. So that's what I want to do. And once I complete this challenge for myself. Okay. And then I really want to dive into my feelings and the affirmations for this next one. And the one for tomorrow too. So be sure to watch for tomorrow, because I've already done the one for tomorrow just because I'm leaving for home for the holidays tomorrow. So I don't want to have to worry about getting that up on time while I'm traveling. And I have a long drive. So yeah, I've already done number 4, but please, with day 4, we're really gonna make sure that we're paying attention to our feelings and the affirmations section of this worksheet. It's highly, highly, highly important, and it's really something that we're gonna come back to. It's gonna be a new part of the everyday type thing when the year comes. And as I've been mapping out this challenge in the year to come, like the challenge and things that are going to go with it, because it's not just something for YouTube and y'all, it's something for me to help me get my life in order, you know? Like I've come up with this system and it seems like it's going to be great, so I just have to do it. Yeah, make sure you're paying attention to feelings and affirmations as the time comes. Okay, let me check my phone charge and see if it's charged enough for me to take off. It is not. Let's keep going. Okay. So my feelings before, during, and after completing today's challenge. Before completing today's challenge, I was fairly optimistic and light. As I completed it, I grew apprehensive and felt the imposter syndrome come on. I couldn't believe I thought myself bold enough to want such freedom. As I'm writing this part, I'm like, dang, I deserve to be happy and breathe. I never said I don't want a challenge, but life should have them, not be one. Replacing, okay, so that's how I felt. Those were my feelings, and I'll definitely dive more into my everyday journaling journal, like where I also do my daily reset. But the affirmations the phrases that I'm replacing include, why me? So I used to be like, why me? And then someone said, why don't you tell yourself, why not me? You know, that'll give you the strength to be like, you know what, it can be me. But that usually never worked for me. It just kind of felt like, why me? Why not me? Like it felt like asking the same exact question. And I kind of never even realized that wasn't doing anything for me. So I'm going to now replace that. When I say why me, or my brain is thinking why me, why not me, I'm going to think I deserve happiness, I deserve freedom, I deserve opportunities to inspire lives and help change the world around me. So how can I argue with that? because I think everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves freedom. Everyone deserves the opportunity to inspire and change lives, as long as they aren't harming people, you know? So yeah, let me go over my meters. I don't think I did those already. My comfort level before and after reading the questions, I was at a 60-ish before reading the questions. I was at a 40-ish after reading the questions. My feelings meters before, during, and after completing the questions. Before completing the questions, I was at like a 40. During completing the questions, I was at like a 25. My feelings meter after completing the questions, I was at like a 62, 63, 62.7 really. So yeah, I'll have to show you guys my accountability check tomorrow, because I'm gonna go to, or unless I can get it at the library, some footage of it at the library, but I'm gonna go get it at the library. I'm kind of at the park area right now, and I don't want to disturb anybody here. Like, we're all here just doing us, so I'm gonna go to the library to get that. I got it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you got a lot from this. I hope you're staying tuned in. You're tuning in more. I hope you're enjoying it and you're learning something. Like, we're really about to get deep in here. I feel like yesterday was the first taste of how it's gonna go. Today was like, here we go. The ball is rolling. Like, let's go. Like, here's the information. Like, get your pen and paper. I need to make sure I put get pen and paper at the beginning of the videos, because you actually do need your own separate journal for this. And I'm gonna bring one in the video for I'll put one in the video for tomorrow, so that you guys can see what type of folder or whatever I'm talking about. Because like, any notebook or whatever can work. You don't even have to print out the paper. You can just write the questions in a college ruled like notebook or whatever. But I'll show you what I'm doing, and I can make some suggestions. So yeah, this video is a little longer. I've been trying to make the videos accessible, and I want them to be accessible, but I think for the rest of the videos and the rest of the days, I'm going to film it for as long as it needs to be filmed. And if it's over 30 minutes, I'm gonna make it 2 different parts, because it really needs, like, they really do need more attention and more time put into them. I need time to structure these a little bit more and tell you guys some things in a little bit more of a formulated way, and I need more time to do that, instead of just throwing out extra information in the middle of each question, because I want you to be able to focus, and I want to be able to put timestamps that are accurate in the description. And I don't really like when people are teaching something or giving people resources or instruction on something, but there's no format, there's no structure to what information is being shared when. So I'm gonna check that, and I will be back better tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it. Comment down below what your favorite word is. I just want to know what words y'all like the sound of. What's your favorite word? My favorite word right now, I like discombobulated and inertia. Discombobulated, inertia, those are the words I like the sound of. But my favorite word, just because of the meaning, is always, and probably will always be, dichotomy. Okay, and we can talk about it more if you want, like, a get ready with me for January, because I do need some ideas for what you want to see in the year coming, or just what videos you guys want to see from me in the future. So comment down below if you want to see, like, get ready with me where I talk about why dichotomy is my favorite word, because it is actually something really personal to me, like mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So I definitely can talk about that. Like this video, subscribe, comment. Those things come at you at the price of $3.99. And no, not everything at $3.99 is great, but guess what? This thing is, okay? You can follow me on Instagram. You can comment down below or DM me. TikTok as well. If you ever want to, like, you have questions about my videos, or you just want to, like, chat and say you like my energy or something, like, my Instagram and my TikToks are __ Zaria, which is __ ZARRIAH. And thank you for watching. I don't know what I'm doing. Bye. Before I embarrass myself. What else? I'm at a loss for words.